have to say, Cao Cao's persistence is becoming a real pain. The situation was uncertain for a while, but thanks to you, we made it to Zhengsha in one piece. Of course not! As if the great Zheng Fei of Yan could even be scratched by the likes of them. We were outnumbered, but it was nothing we couldn't handle. Definitely not compared to the battles Brother has awaiting him. I can barely even imagine how much work it's gonna take to build his ideal world. A place where everyone can live as they wish. I ain't nearly as cunning as Zhuge Liang, but if he points my blade in the right direction, that's where I'll swing. You know, I've thought it over often enough, but in the end, fighting's about all I can bring to the table. Anyway, if Brother's gonna be taking on overwhelming odds, I guess I'll just have to use my overwhelming might to clear a path for him. Well, that may be what I always do, but having a clear goal in mind takes some of the weight off of my shoulders for some reason. I don't really like the way Zhuge Liang talks, but I guess I ought to give credit where credit is due.
It's another war. And a big...
You did an impressive job protecting my brother in such dire circumstances. Allow me to express my thanks once again. You have done far more than that. We could hardly have made it this far without you on our side. Lord Lu Qi, the ruler of Changsha, and an acquaintance of Lord Zhuge Liang, has promised to lend us his aid. But as I'm sure you know, Cao Cao's forces will neither bend nor break so easily. The many talented officers under his banner will no doubt demonstrate their might and their cunning on the battlefield. To call them the strongest army in the realm would be no exaggeration. Our brother faces no greater threat than this. However, we have no choice but to overcome them. Brother now has an ambition to fulfill, and people to protect. All that remains is to make his dream a reality.
It pains me to admit it, but I was in over my head. My desire to lead the people to freedom led to some losing their lives. Even so, I just had to try. The people of Jing wanted me to lead them. Needed me to. If I had left them behind, I could never again have spoken of my ideal for a world in which all can live as they wish. Yes, I suppose that's true. I must think of it that way. Our troubles have yet to pass. We may face further sacrifice if we are to rout Cao Cao. Yet, I shall fight to the very end and fulfill my aspirations for the sake of those who are devoted to me. I suppose that sounds like something Lord Cao Cao would say. Perhaps it is only now that I bear the weight of these lives on my shoulders that I am able to stand shoulder to shoulder with such a giant. At any rate, let us wait for Zhuge Liang. I trust that his return shall herald an alliance with Wu.
We have returned.
Oh, greetings, my friends. How went negotiations?
The fleet commanded by Wu's General Zhou Yu awaits at Fankou, ready for battle. Before long, they shall take up arms against Cao Cao's advance force.
Then that means...
Indeed, Lord Xuan Chuan has decided to join hands with Lord Liu Bei in his fight against Cao Cao.
Well, auspicious news indeed. You have my sincere thanks, Lord Lu Su.
I fear that without Zhuge Liang's tenacity, Wu may have long since chosen surrender.
Tenacity, you say?
I suppose it was necessary to draw those advocating surrender into a debate. He acted as quite the villain, to put it lightly.
No need to hold back. I'm sure he wasn't acting. After all, he's always had a disagreeable personality.
We're in front of the man himself. Allow me to keep my opinions to myself.
Even if we secured an alliance with Wu, the fact remains that our forces are scarce in number. That Lord Sun Quan decided to fight with us means he must have seen some chance of winning. And what is this path to victory that you have envisaged?
To compensate for our numerical disadvantage, we will intercept the enemy on the river. After discussions with Lord Zhou Yu, we decided the battle would take place at Chibi in Jing. There, we will rendezvous with Wu's navy.
So, we're taking the fight to the water. Perhaps that may offer some chance of winning.
Most of Cao Cao's men were raised north of the Central Plains. To speak plainly, they are inexperienced when it comes to naval combat. The people of Wu, conversely, were practically born with their sea legs. No doubt this will offer a huge advantage in the fighting ahead.
Still, this is Cao Cao we're facing. Surely he will attack with enough numbers to cancel out that advantage. Yet, on the water, such caution will only work against him.
That massive fleet, tired from the long journey, will be disorganized. Fatigue will lower morale, and the Yangtze will hamper their maneuvers. The enemy won't be able to deploy quickly, which will effectively immobilize them.
And when that happens, we shall set them ablaze. Thus shall Cao Cao's forces lose any hope of fleeing and sink into the Yangtze.
Amazing. Do you truly think we could pull off such a feat?
This is no time for conjecture, my lord. We simply must. Our lives depend on it.
Lord Lu Su. Yes. Yes. It is as you say. All the more reason for us to hurry to the rendezvous. To Chibi, with all speed.
A moment, Pang Tong. I wish to speak with you.
Well, well. So you're the one to call on me this time, Zhuge Liang. I distinctly expressed that I've no intention of putting my neck on the line. Or have you forgotten?
Even for me, the very idea of dragging a dear friend into battle pains me to no end.
All the more reason to leave then, don't you think? I have no desire to ally with Wu or any of you.
Are you sure about that? Cao Cao is constantly seeking talented individuals. He may already have his sights set on you. If Jing falls into his grasp, your days of peace are over. You'd be forced into a life of vagabonding or supplication to Cao Cao.
Is that a threat? Sorry, but that won't work on me. The capture of Jing is well within my calculations.
I see. Then you leave me no choice. I didn't want to have to use this last resort, but here we are.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
You're close with him, are you not? Perhaps you could put in a good word for us?
I almost feel guilty for causing you to be dragged out here. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation. You're as insidious as ever, Zhuge Liang. Fine, fine. Just this once.
Your support is most appreciated, Pang Tong.
Just remember that I will support you as I see fit, and at my discretion. Still, I don't mean to cause you any trouble. Don't you worry about that.
I know it is late in the night, but I have something urgent to discuss with you. Yes. There is a task that I wish to entrust to you. A highly significant one at that. The plan I shared with Lord Liu Bei, setting fire to Cao Cao's ships. Such a strategy is no assured victory. There is one major hole in the plan. Cao Cao's forces will march southward, and thus, they will naturally take up camp to our north. This time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. But if we simply set Cao Cao's ships ablaze, the northern wind will scatter the flames, preventing them from spreading to the entire fleet. Cao Cao knows this very well, and likely intends to take up position to the north. Oh no, the plan shall surely succeed. As long as we have your power. The power to read the wind. Perhaps due to the climate or terrain, a southern wind sometimes blows down from the cliffs of Chibi at night. I need you to sense that change coming and give the signal to loose our flames. You have my thanks. In order for our fire attack to succeed, we must exploit all means at our disposal. This is a vital task I could entrust to no other. Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but we're counting on that power of yours. Victory or defeat is in your hands.
The city here in Jiangsha is as good a place to live as any.
It was a long journey to get here from China.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule.
We finally confront Cao Cao in a battle that will decide our future!
We prepared as best we can.
All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end. Hold your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order to topple a powerful foe.
Still, we must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure. We must all be aware of the consequences of the slightest mistake.
Have you heard? It seems Huang Gai has disappeared from the prison.
How did he break out of such grievous injuries? I can't imagine he could have escaped on his own.
No one knows where the enemy soldiers who surrendered in the last battle are either. You can bet they had something to do with it. Huang Gai a traitor? It almost defies belief. Oh? Well, we haven't seen you around these parts in a while. So, you've been at Lord Liu Bei's side, have you? I suppose I can be honest with you. The truth is, Huang Gai may have turned traitor.
Not only has he been openly criticizing Lord Sun Quan of late, but his actions have been consistently suspicious. What's more, when Zhou Yu questioned him on his behavior, he carelessly spoke of having made contact with Cao Cao.
After that, he was flogged and thrown into the prison. Yet now, not a soul knows where he is.
Believe it or not, the fact remains that it happened. I wish I had taken the opportunity to question him myself. Regardless, if Huang Gai has defected to the enemy, Cao Cao may be aware of our plans. We must proceed with the utmost caution in the next battle.
Cao Cao's forces? Will Wu disappear, or will it carve its name into history?
To make Lord Liu Bei's ambitions a reality, we must realize the Longzong plan. And, in order to do so, we must first win this battle without fail. I'll say it again, but this mission relies on the outcome of the fire attack. As such, we will give the command to go into battle The moment you sense a change in the wind. Has the wind shown any sign of changing soon? Understood. Then we shall mobilize our troops at once.
Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Oh?
Yes. Do you mind?
Aye. Shall we start?
My time has come.
I'm counting on you.
We've done all that we can.
Let's go.
Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle. This battle is ours for the taking!
For the sake of our inalienable ambitions, we must take command of this battle.
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Defense now!
All units, strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have.
You must not let
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Loose arrows at will.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I will be yours.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Against you!
I must retreat. Let's go while I still can.
We can't let them take this position. I must hold it.
This is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
Everything is going well so far. I'd say it's just about time to land another blow.
Begin the advance.
Damn! Where did they get behind us? This just became a lot more complicated.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Your absolute worst nightmare.
Let's go!
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Come to this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We may not be able to make it through this.
Suppose things are going my way today.
The enemy officer
Next
has
time.
been defeated. It's time. I'm heading out. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for
The
ourselves.
enemy officer
Advance
has been
the fleet.
defeated.
These ships, who is ours for the taking? Let's go.
That white fan, his appearance. That must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side. March forward!
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line
The
with
enemy
my
officer
predictions.
has been defeated.
So they've arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now. We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
The enemy officer
Commence
has been
the
defeated.
advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet. Now advance! Now this is what I call intense. I'm all fired up.
You have gone down the wrong path, so I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live. Commence the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
One guy? I can't believe it. He really defected
The
from
enemy
home.
officer has
I
been
lacked the
defeated.
foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here.
Now, advance! Here we go!
I will now begin the prayer. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be hard, but I am counting on you all.
The enemy officer
So you've
has
come
been defeated.
to show you. At this point, there is nothing left to say.
Indeed, our blades shall do the talking.
Turn the tables. Losing Lord Zhuge Liang means losing this battle.
The enemy officer
Guard him with your
has
lives.
been defeated.
The enemy has breached the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back.
You are no match for me.
So, even you're here. This will be a tough fight then. Good. Quite good. My will cannot be broken so easily. We cannot make our move under these circumstances. We must fall back and attempt to regroup.
Huang Gai has retreated. Even so,
The enemy officer
our forces are
has been
exhausted.
defeated.
We should fall back and regroup.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Have you sensed any changes in the winds yet? If you sense a change while nearby, you needn't inform me. Simply light the fire on the altar yourself.
Believe in your commander. Forward!
Everything is lining up perfectly. Now, all we need is the wind. The rest is up to you.
Now, everyone is holding up well. Cao Cao's forces still have the edge.
It can't be.
Our chance to turn the tide does not come soon. What excellent display of skill.
We shall fight again.
The enemy officer has been defeated,
so that I may fight again another day.
I'm still needed. That means I must fall back for now.
Take this. This territory is ours. Let's go.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet?
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly.
Is this the end?
Forced to flee, and so the success of our plan becomes ever more precarious.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect.
I've been waiting for this all my life. The enemy officer
You would face me in
defeated,
would you? Very well.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet?
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Time to act. Finished. Got this. Take this. No more. Let's get serious. Now.
The winds have already changed. We cannot afford to delay the plan any longer.
Oh, the signal. Lovely wind. To truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see. Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huanggai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, it is even worse to fail to protect my people. Lord Cao Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology! These flames are the roar of ooze! Counterattack!
Times the fires will change in the wind. Liu Bei and Sun Quan must have the heavens on their side. We only stand to suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat! Post haste! You'll go no further.
I apologize for troubling you with this. We have been saved by your deep insight.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Now, it's time to give them hell! Advance! We will shape the world to our will! Forward march!
The ships go up in flames, one after the other. Chaining them together for better footing proved to be our downfall. It was you who suggested this, was it not, Pang Tong? If I did not know better, I would say.
It's your turn.
Yes, indeed. Your presumption is on the mark. My allegiance is with them. Farewell, Shishu. I hope we can meet again, someday.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Zhuge must be some kind of sorcerer.
So, I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster? I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now to plan for the next battle.
We can launch a counterattack once we reach the other side. For now, focus on retreating and minimizing our losses.
I will protect Lord Cao Cao no matter what. Neither flame nor sword will touch him.
So, these chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
Many of the ships are burning down. We need to make sure we take the right path forward.
We can just avoid the flames. All is not yet lost. Quickly, regroup your units. This is where we make our stand.
How can I be beaten in battle?
The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. Now, advance!
This looks like a good spot to stay put. Would you honor me in a duel?
Let's it.
The enemy officer
I have no choice
has been defeated.
but to retreat.
To have you here is all I need.
The enemy officer
I'm counting on
has
you.
been defeated.
Now and beyond.
If we don't do something, the flames will consume us all. Victory grows ever further from our reach.
Wind, fire, chains. They all came together to form the perfect plan. There's nothing more I can do here.
The future of Wu lies just beyond these flames. We will dash through the fire and claim our victory!
These flames have guided us to victory, and we will not waste this chance. Fight with everything you have. Give the enemy no quarter.
It looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared. The fire attack was very effective.
The enemy must be exhausted. If we all work together, victory will be ours.
Me, the great Cao Cao, and I shall cut you down.
I won't give you time to awful.
All right, come on! I can handle you!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
One of whose strongest officers, I have come for your head, Cao Cao! Prepare to meet your end!
Take their positions. We shall show them our unity.
Guy, you really had us deceived. It took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No, I cannot fall here. For the sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. Must be ready to do whatever it takes.
I suppose we shouldn't have expected Lord Cao Cao to be so easy to defeat. The real battle is yet to come.
Lord Liu Bei, Lord Zhuge Liang has already put a new plan into place. We should begin our pursuit as well.
The resolve of Wu's officers is laudable indeed. And yet, the thread of Cao Cao's life has yet to be severed. It would seem he means to converge with his rearguard from Huarong Path. That is why I have tasked Lords Zhao Yun, Zhang Fei, and Guan Yu to lie in wait and ambush him. I need you to pursue Cao Cao and pin him between you and those three. Now then, let's see what our next move is. Liu Bei's forces shall be the ones to run down Cao Cao. This is all part of the Longzong plan. Lords... Guan Yu, Zhang Fei,
let's go,
and Zhao Yun are in position. Begin your pursuit of Cao Cao.
Now! Must keep marching. Find a way forward.
Did I think this...
The enemy officer
has been defeated.
Couldn't hurt to go after Cao Cao myself.
Let's go.
I'll catch up to him, give him a good beating, and report back to Lord Guan Yu for praise.
Advance, now! This is where we make our stand. We must be ready to die to protect the future of our kingdom.
Our plan might fail if we are stopped here. We must deal with the enemy quickly and forge ahead.
If I can make it farther north, I'll be able to see our next move. But not from here.
You will not escape me! Prepare to die, Cao Cao!
Take this! This territory, the one ahead, is ours. Leave this fight to me!
Yes. You are my sword and shield, Zhang Liao. I am counting on you.
Now, for our first move, we will force Cao Cao to change course. This will divide the enemy's strength.
At least we managed to buy a little time. If I retreat now, I can find a way to rejoin Lord Cao Cao.
There's no virtue in
enemy
dying
officer
so little.
has been defeated.
I shall retreat and fight another day. This is where I lead you, my lord. Keep moving forward, and I will stop any pursuers in their tracks.
It shouldn't have been very well.
The enemy officer
My life is in your capable hands, Shi Huang. I finally made it. Now, I can...
We've been waiting for you, Cao Cao. Prepare to die in the hand of Chang Fei!
got this.
So, you've been lying in wait all along. Still, no matter how strong you are, I will not be impeded.
Now, for our second stroke. While Cao Cao's path forward is blocked,
the enemy officer
attack him from
has been
behind.
defeated.
That did not go as planned.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I don't see any way out of this. Perhaps this battle's to be my last.
I am the impenetrable shield that protects Lord Cao Cao. Not even 1,000 blows would be enough to break my guard!
My spear, the embodiment of Lord Liu Bei's will. No shield is thick enough to withstand its wrath!
There you are! Come on! We're going after Cao Cao! I've been waiting for this. Let's end it.
I'll be surrounded if I'm not careful.
Cao Cao! Change course and head south. I'll buy you some time.
Our strength,
the enemy officer,
is
has
not
been
in
defeated.
numbers.
I shall hold to.
Watch over your comrades as best you can.
Take this!
Got this!
Let's end this.
My strength fails me.
I'm with you.
Cao Cao is on the move. I have to catch up to him.
It's really slow to stop. Come on! We'll lose Cao Cao if we don't hurry!
I understand that plan.
Please.
Let us focus our efforts on slowing the enemy.
Witness our plan
Got you! Just keep coming. We won't get anywhere unless we
The
fight
enemy
them all
officer
out at once!
has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
the call to arms. I meant are here to fight for our Lord.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
They should be arriving any moment now.
We're finally ready for our Lord's arrival. It's a miracle that he has made it this far already. Everything depends on this moment. We must see our lord to safety.
It looks like even their rear guard is making its way to the front. I'll deal with them. Let us advance.
The arrival of their reinforcements is as predicted. Continue your pursuit of Cao Cao while crushing any enemies in your path.
Zhuge Liang has predicted their every move thus far. His insight is incredible.
We're fighting Cao Cao's forces on our own. Will this put us on equal footing with Wu? This plan has taken every detail into account. All that remains is for me to carry out my part in it.
Then, shall we begin? We need everyone in position, quickly. Set up the ladders.
Of course, Liu Bei is my final obstacle. My only choice is to charge right through them. All those with the strength to enforce their will, all who would share my fate, heed my call. Today, we fight to clear a path for tomorrow.
I couldn't reach Cao Cao. The rest is up to you.
Liu Bei. Somehow I knew it would be you standing in my way. But it will gain you nothing. You will not end my rule.
Lord Cao Cao, I have gathered the strength and the will to stand against you. It is time for our final battle.
Go now, my unstoppable champion. Slaughter all who stand in our way. Clear the path forward.
Forward, everyone! We will win this day, and we will share our dream with the world.
There you are. It seems you're just in time.
I shall retreat now, so that I may fight again another day.
Good you.
The enemy officer has been defeated. A fair wind blows. The enemy officer has been defeated. This momentum shall bolster our efforts.
You insist on standing in my way to the very end.
The enemy officer
of my will
has been defeated.
Beat you. Clear my own path.
I owe you much.
I never imagined that you would grow into such a fine general.
The enemy officer,
my heart is full of gratitude for your presence by my side.
The enemy's formation is beginning to fall apart. If we combine our strength, we can break through.
Got this.
We have thinned their numbers considerably. But the battle is not won yet.
As long as I draw breath, I will never give up.
The enemy officer has been defeated. After all that, still listening. The enemy officer.
This persistence is incredible. Zhuge Liang, if we don't give chase...
No further pursuit will be necessary. We can leave the rest to Lord Guan Yu. That will be Lord Liu Bei's first step on his path to power. And what a large step it will be.
Take that.
Go, Lord Cao Cao.
You won't cut me down?
I shall not. You saved the lives of people dear to me, and my brother, and so I owe you a deep debt of gratitude. Disregarding that would not be a righteous act, and would not lead towards the future my brother dreams of. Still, remember well, Cao Cao. One day, Liu Bei will surely surpass you.
I shall not allow that. My triumph over him is inevitable.
With this, I have repaid my debt. Ah, it's you. Indeed, this is for the best. Lord Zhuge Liang dispatched me to this place precisely because he knew I wouldn't cut down Lord Cao Cao. If he dies now, Wu will be the next to build up their strength. And if that happens, the Longzong plan shall not come to pass. The future and freedom of our people is at stake here. Although the world is wrought with turmoil, my brother still shines as a guiding light of righteousness. And although many have perished along the way, their sacrifices will not be in vain. All we can do now is strive to realize the Longzong plan, trusting that it will bring us closer to achieving my brother's dream. I shall not allow him to lose sight of what he cherishes. That is, above all, my duty and privilege. But we will need your strength. After all, turning such dreams into reality will be no small feat. Did you need something from my brother?
I'm afraid he just left a moment ago. Probably went to help in the fields near here. There's a lot to take care of after that battle, so you may as well rest up today.
Come on now. Don't be like that. Kick your feet up now. You'll need the rest for the fighting to come. You ought to take time to relax now and again. After all, you certainly earned it after your work in Chibi.
But in all honesty, days like this aren't bad from time to time. Everyone enjoying their own pursuits, without the threat of some battle on the horizon. This might be exactly what Brother is aiming for.
You're right. This is exactly what he dreams of. And we fight to make it a lasting reality. We always have, and always will.
Oh, what perfect timing. Didn't expect to see all of you here. Sorry, but could you lend a hand? A bear has appeared in the fields.
A bear, you say? Very well. Leave it to me.
Even this may be part of the first step toward accomplishing our dream.
There you are. The four of us were just talking about you.
Without a doubt, your deeds in the last battle were heroic. According to military regulations, You must be rewarded with a rank and command befitting your achievements.
Then again, your ability to act freely is your strong point, isn't it? I get the feeling a position like this wouldn't suit you all that well.
We discussed it among ourselves, but could not come to a consensus in the end. That is why we would like you to choose. First, there is the path of the general and a life of public prominence. You may find yourself feeling a bit more stifled than you do now. Still, the fame and standing a generalship provides is well worth it. Or, you may support us from the shadows without an official position. You may find this role somewhat lacking in benefits, but in exchange, you can maintain a life of freedom.
You'll hear no objections from us, no matter which road you take. The choice is entirely up to you.
I see. A good choice, I believe. Having you take up a command grants me no small measure of reassurance.
Well, this is promising, isn't it? I think our comrade here deserves to have a fitting title.
A fitting title, you say? You ask much of me, Zhangfei. That said, I do owe you a great deal. I will have to think of something that reflects my trust in you.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service. Please tell him to take care of himself as he recovers.
I will. By the way, Master Yuanhua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuanhua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up. And you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuanhua! Oh, Yuanhua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuanhua.
All right, it's a race!
I'm next! Wait!
I'm a bird with no wings, dashed against the earth. Blood clouds my sight. blinding me to the true hero's visage. He rouses the people's spirits, and thereby stokes the all-consuming flames of war. Even if peace lies at the end of his path, will it be worth it? The answer still eludes me. Still, Liu Bei is the hero you have chosen. And you have decided to carry on Juha's dream for the future. So for now, I'll be watching you, and hoping that the path you choose for the sake of her dream will bring peace to our world.
Go, Ziluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. And you're certain to reach it. A land of peace